Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I wanted to give you guys another entry into the free-to-play World Boss series. The first time we did Black Dwarf. You can check that video out if you have not done so already, or if you're struggling with Black Dwarf World Boss clears. But today I wanted to bring you guys some free-to-play esque Proxima Midnight clears. Now, unlike Black Dwarf, Proxima is much easier to defeat. She doesn't have any kind of immunity bubbles. She doesn't have any kind of one-shot mechanics. She does have some stun locking abilities, but if you play your cards right and you learn the movement patterns just a little bit, you'll come out victorious. So we're going to try with some fun non-meta teams. We're going to be using all tier 1 characters. We're going to be using all tier 1 strikers, and we're going to try to reflect the difficulty of this kind of fight for what I can approximate to be a free-to-play character. Obviously, my cards and my alliance and such make me unable to fully reflect free-to-play, but I'm gonna make my best of it. So we're gonna start with a very classic team, one that I do enjoy playing with now that I have all of their new uniforms, and it's the Memories of Civil War team: Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain America. I know this is going to get a lot of love from you guys in the comments because while these characters are very beloved in the Marvel Universe, they have pretty awful tier 2s, and they're not very useful characters overall, aside from Spidey in a small way. And so I also wanted to pair up with them some iconic strikers to kind of round out this list as appropriately as possible. And perfect. We want her to go into her last phase so that we can do the team up, and hopefully we can kill her before she kills us. Come on, we need our strikers to do massive work here. This is iframe abuse at its finest, boys. You want to be careful of those tracks on the ground, because if you get hit by that, fuck. You're pretty well fucked. Oh, she dodged. Jeez. And I didn't dodge. That's great. We just need one hit. We need one hit. We need a couple of hits. Come on, Captain. Captain America. Isn't that lovely? Isn't she wonderful, guys? Proxima Midnight. Classic. I remember the days, guys, just to reminisce for you guys, I remember the days when this would happen to me a lot, where I would be just so close to killing the world boss with, like, Loki, or some other, you know, broken team, which in hindsight was so easy to do, and I just couldn't muster up the skill to do it. I've improved a lot as a player since, what is that, like 10 months ago when they introduced World Boss, something like that. So it's kind of nice to go back to how things were and get fucking wrecked. It's really bad because Cap just doesn't have any iframes. Cap, like, sorely needs an invincibility or an iframe on one of his skills to be able to do anything. Yeah. Alright, that's a little bit better. So I think it's better to open with Iron Man because he's really fast, at least with the Civil War uniform. Obviously, guys, this run kind of requires you to have these uniforms. Iron Man is way faster with his uniform on than any other. And I had the Secret Wars uniform. Kind of sucks. But yeah, you can see Iron Man is very, very fast. He's just whipping in the bends right now. If you see those spears coming towards you, your best bet is to get the fuck out of there. Because if you don't, things are going to get bad real fast for you. We got really lucky there with Spider-Man's dodge. Oh, I missed with the webbing again. That's great. But we're doing a lot better for damage than we were last time. So that's really good. We're rotating them around quickly because we just want to get in some DPS, and then we didn't want that. We don't want to lose characters, because in the event that we get down to the final leg, we want to be able to just burst her down. And the more characters we have coming out with attacks, the more likely chance we have of actually winning. So we're on to the last phase here. She buffs herself up quite a bit. This is where you want to use Spider-Man and try to finish her off with Spider-Man, because Spider-Man does not get stun locked. So he will be immune to that giant sun that you see flying around there. Unfortunately, if you switch to... If you switch to Cap, he will not be immune. He will get stun locked and you will lose. So you got to keep Spider-Man healthy until hopefully the last like 400,000 HP. That way he can finish it off for you, because he is stun immune. He stun resist naturally from his 4-star passive. To quickly check on their gears, guys, to show you what they're working with. Captain America has his gears at all 17 with a decent obelisk just with the stun resist. So mine actually can do that. That Spidey can as well. And then he's just got a regular attack ISO set and his stats at 3 there. I should probably bump this one up because it summons Bucky, and he'll have more health and more stats overall if I bump that skill up to level 6. Spider-Man is pretty simple in his gears, and then he's just got a regular old school booster for dodge. Hawk's Eye with really bad obelisks, and again, level 3 skills. Nothing to write home about. Iron Man's a little bit more beefed out, 2017, 1917. He's got a better obelisk, but it really doesn't address enough of the problems with him. And honestly, you should probably gear your Iron Man to be more of a glass cannon with an ISO set like Drastic Density Enhancement, because it will give him a little bit of HP so that he can attack for a little bit longer and get a little bit more damage in. The next team we're going to be trying with is another cutesy team up here. We're going to be going to Asgard this time, and we are going to select Thor along with Wiccan and Sif to round out this team. We're primarily going to be counting on Wiccan's leadership and Thor's buffed up 6-star skill that he got from the new update, and the guard that it applies to be able to clear this one pretty easily. Before Thor got his upgrade, even at tier 1, Groot was really necessary for this team up, because you need to drop heals for Thor when he gets hit. But now he shouldn't really get hit that much, so we shouldn't really need those heals. We are going to go once again with themed strikers. I really do enjoy doing that for these kinds of fights. So we're going to try to get as many Asgardians as we can in here. Alright, here we go. Hulk is just in there because Ragnarok is coming. You know, Hulk and Thor have a pretty long history. And I'm pretty hyped for that movie, so if we can build some hype for that movie with this pseudo team up, I guess, it'll be pretty cool right there with those piercing blades. Okay, well, Thor just got one-shotted, which is great. We're going to get really close here, and this is basically the biggest tease of World Boss, is that you get very close, but even minor mistakes are the ones that you pay the price for in the end. So we're going to get stun locked here, and this is going to be the end. Yep. So here they're going to come back. We know they're going to come back, so we're just trying to avoid dying by that. There we go. We dodged it. That was nice. After being punished by it twice, it's nice to not get punished by it for once. But the way to really avoid Proxima stuns is to just switch a lot if you don't have characters who can reliably avoid it with iframes and stuff like that, or immunity. Well, Thor is pretty much dead, but he's not quite dead, which is good. But unfortunately, Wiccan is pretty low, Sif is fucking useless, and Thor is very low on health. So this is going to be another very challenging finish here. I don't know if we can get it, but we're going to try. We're just trying to switch here to get one more attack off with Thor, and that's going to do it. So I switched, and the temporary invulnerability from switching coupled with Thor's 6-star allowed me a little bit of breathing room despite his low health. And then I could swing into his 5-star skill to do the last bit of damage, thankfully. So just to check out their gears really quickly, Wiccan has 17 on all his gears and 20 on his last one, with a pretty good obelisk. He was geared for Shadowland originally, but he's serving another purpose now. And then he's got a defensive Stark backing HP heal ISO set with just classic level 3 skills. My Thor is ready for tier 2. As you guys know, I am a really big fan of Thor, so he is good to go. He's got a old school 48% lightning damage obelisk. He's got an attack set, although he might be better off with a healing set at this point, to be honest. Like, I am also Groot. And then again, 3 stars on his attacks. I should probably level this one up because it guards for more hits, and that would have been useful against Proxima. Probably would have done that one a lot faster if I had done that. And then Sif is just trash. Level 9 on most of her gears, no obelisk, no ISO set. Level 3 skills, but it really doesn't matter. I didn't gear my Sif. Too bad, so sad. For the next free-to-play team-up, I wanted to pick a team that was not necessarily entrenched thematically or in the MCU, but a team that has a few cute badges together and kind of works in an unconventional way, which is something that I can appreciate. It consists of Angela, Green Goblin, and Blade, with Blade being the leadership that we want to take advantage of to try and get health back just a tad bit. This has a lot of damage capability, this team, and basically we want to round it out with as many of these 10% attackers as we can. But overall, this is going to be a pretty difficult fight. I got hit by both. Oh boy. This run is basically made possible by Green Goblin's DPS and his iframes, which I just lost. And I just lost, yep. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does, and then sometimes you get fucking wrecked by RNG. Okay, so Proxima died, but we died. And we also don't have enough damage to do 140,000 before we die. And voila, we're dead again. Oh, we're not dead yet. Wow. I'm surprised. Oh, we're gonna be dead now. We're not dead. We're dead. Oh, we could have survived. We're just gonna keep going DPSing with Angela. We do need to dodge those spears as they come back, otherwise we do get one-shotted by that. Don't want to get stun locked. Seems like switching is actually doing a lot better for me this time than before. And as I say that, I get punished for switching. What sucks is that the team up attack is really not useful either for Green Goblin or Blade. Blade doesn't have any iframes, so he's kind of shit out of luck regardless, but Green Goblin does have 2, and unfortunately neither of those are the one that procs when he uses the team up, so I can't really rely on the team up for additional survivability. I think we've got it here. Oh my god. Ooh, okay, we got it by the hair of our fucking nose, guys. As far as the team goes with the setup and their gears, Blade is at a pretty respectable 17 and 15 for all of his gears. He's got a decent obelisk with crit rate and a damage buff built for Shadowland with another attack ISO set and 3-star skills and some 1-star, or sorry, level 3 and level 1 skills. Angela is a little bit more well built. She's got 17s and 18s, but she still doesn't have a tier 2. She's got an old school fire generator like Thor does, and an ISO set for attack, and then level 3 skills. Likewise, Green Goblin, similar gears to Angela. Pretty good obelisk with recovery rate and poison damage, not that it proc that many times in the fight. An HP shield ISO set, which is very useful, similar to Iron Man, and then level 3 on all of his skills. For the next free-to-play team-up, I wanted to once again bring a classic team, kind of from the Civil War movie. It is going to be War Machine's physical leadership with Winter Soldier with the Cap uniform in this case, and Falcon with the July 4th uniform. They have 2 badges, which is not as much as you can have if you have Cap in here, but we already used Cap for Memories of Civil War, so that's off the table. The usefulness of this team, aside from Winter Soldier's damage, is also that War Machine is stun resist like Spider-Man, so we can use War Machine in the last phase a little bit more safely than we can with other characters because he won't get stun locked that easily. That being said, we are going to go again with a lot of Civil War themed strikers because I like it and it's cute. Just like with the Civil War clear, we want to save War Machine's health as much as possible for the last wave of Proxima. So we're going to use other characters in the meantime to deal damage. We just need to be careful not to take too much damage overall. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble in general as far as the end of the fight goes. Falcon has a useful iframe there with the 5-star skill. Unfortunately, his 6-star skill is only a partial iframe. We're on to the second phase with most of our team intact, which is very, very nice. And we dodged very well there. We know that they're coming back again. We just saw them, so we need to be careful of the spears and be wary of as well that stun mechanic that we just saw there, because we do not want to get caught by that. It's gonna do the AoE again. It's not an AoE, it's more of like a dot on the floor effect. The good part about Falcon is that his 5-star skill is a full iframe, so it does interrupt the boss's attacks quite successfully. We saved we saved War Machine for this reason specifically, but we can also use Bucky in this situation to clean up for us. But if we do get in trouble, we always have Falcon as well, and that's going to be it. That's a pretty successful run. It can go a lot worse, and it can be a lot more difficult. Falcon doesn't really need to have his uniform, but I do think that Bucky does. I think that is the uniform to have for him. I also don't think that War Machine does need his uniform. I think that even without it, he does have the resistant armor passive, which is the stun resist that you need for the clear. I believe it's exactly the same. So you don't even need the one that I have. It's just nice because it looks cool. But I do think that Bucky's is pretty invaluable there for the lightning damage and for the triggerable 3-star very short immunity. As for their gears, it's pretty straightforward. 17s and 15s for War Machine with an old school crit rate booster. The ISO set is just an attack set and level 3 on all the skills. As you guys have seen many times before, same thing. Defense penetration with an invincibility proc, which is very useful. HP shield on the ISO and level 3 skills. Lastly, Bucky has a increased lightning damage obelisk for his skills with an increased damage 1 time, which is very, very useful. He's also got an attack set, so he's fully attack oriented. I know only 2 of his skills deal lightning damage, but that's enough for me. So I do like to maximize the damage there for him, but there are more optimal builds, of course. And then just all 15s on his attacks. Nothing too special, but it gets the job done. For the last free-to-play team-up, I wanted to go with a villain theme, and I wanted to try to show a little bit of love to a character that I often dump on a lot, the old tin can himself, Ultron. This team-up I've never used before, but it's going to probably still rely on Kingpin to do the majority of the damage, but in this case we do have the all-attack bonus from Ultron, which is quite useful. I don't think Spydock is going to pull much, but he does have 2 semi-iframes that could lead us out of trouble at times. The only problem here is that Kingpin can really get punished because he's so slow, and then he'll basically just get stun locked and die. So for that reason, I want to select some more dodge strikers so that I can ensure that I don't get stun locked too easily. So I did pick 4 spiders there. I did ignore Silk because she's not farmable very easily, but we'll see if this team can do it here in a short amount of time. And Ultron can't do it, but can... Nope. Gonna be up to Fatty. If he doesn't get stun locked, oh my baby fuck. Oh, so close. Oh my god, or not. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Heart-wrenching losses. Kid you not. These are back-breaking. They need to make that skill a full iframe. Run, Tin Can. Oh, running against the wall really worked. Wow. Not what I wanted to do at all. Not what I wanted to at all. Just lost half of Kingpin's life casually. That's always a good thing, right? Old Cynicalex tips. By the way, if you're doing a good job, self-sabotage. Dodge that one pretty well. Gotta get the fuck out of these lanes. Ugh. Kingpin is so slow, it hurts. Oh my gosh, I was about to get stun locked. That shit was zoning in on me. Please die. Thank you. We just went in for the kill there with the 5-star skill because I was afraid that we were going to get killed otherwise. DJ Khaled drops the hottest mixtape of 2016, and we come out with our 5th and final free-to-play victory. As far as the team goes for the setup, Ultron is sporting a very pathetic 15, 9, 9, and 9 on his gears. No obelisk, defensive heal ISO set with no recovery rate synergy, and level 3 skills with level 5 illusion skills. Guys, notice the percent. That's why Ultron sucks balls. 34%. The new characters get summons that have like 75% of their stats, 100% of their stats. Pretty gross by comparison. Spydock has the 17, 10, 9, and 9 treatment. He honestly didn't do anything for me in this fight, but the uniform does help a lot because it gives him those iframes. I don't know if I could have cleared it without this uniform, even though he basically did nothing. It's kind of a toss-up though, because he did do a tiny bit of something. He stalled for a few seconds. No obelisk, attack ISO set that was pretty useless, and then level 3 and level 4 skills. But it was Mr. Khaled who did most of the work for us. He's maxed out and ready to go for his tier 2. He's the only one that's got an obelisk, which is just recovery rate. And then he's got the old school I Am Also Groot, formerly best ISO set, and level 3 skills aside from his clones, which are level 6. And notice it's actually a respectable number. It's 4 times as high as Ultron's number. That's why his clones are good. So there you guys have it. Those are my 5 clears for the free-to-play players. All of the characters that I cleared with are farmable aside from Camilla Khan. All of the strikers were tier 1, and all of the tiers that I cried were super salty, so I hope you enjoyed them, guys. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.